All right, howdy doody, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. I have a cup of coffee. This is a morning um, recording. I am off today, so I'm very happy. I have some things to do around the neighborhood, just a little bit of errands. But I'm up and at 'em, and I thought about what I mentioned in the last text. In the last posting about hot flashes, and I wanted to actually come on and talk about it because it has been so real for me, and I know it's been real for other people. And wait, I hope I said that everybody is doing well. I just started talking and I forget. I hope everybody is doing well and taking care of yourself and your family, and just being as safe as possible. And what else? Today is Wednesday. Nope. Yes, today is Wednesday. Hump day. And so hopefully you have a good rest of your week. For those of you who are doing a Monday through Friday, and whoever's not, I wish you the best wherever your hump is, and wherever you are in your week. Alrighty, hot flashes. So I'm making this post in one because I just want to share. This is like a venting kind of recording, and also to make men aware of the things that we go through. Not that you aren't aware, but as we're approaching these ages of dealing with premenopause and menopause, and men that are dating or married to women who are going through this, really, please be patient. Please be patient, because it's frustrating for us to have to go through it. And I'm sure you don't know where you stand. You don't know what to do, because we don't know what to do. We're back and forth, and we're just trying to be comfortable. And in the midst of us trying to be comfortable, we're kind of making you uncomfortable, and you can't find your temperature comfort zone. So apologies, and hopefully, ladies, you are communicating this to your men, because it's not fair to automatically think that or assume that they understand, and they should understand. You got to talk. You got to communicate. Me and mine, we have been cracking a lot of jokes. He called me. He referred to me as his sexy polar bear. I like that. I thought that was sweet. But that's what I am. I'm all over the place, especially at night. It's interesting because this happened probably about a year ago, but I didn't realize what it was. I thought it was just like random. I got a new mattress because I was hot. I was sleeping with the window open and with the fan on, and hardly any clothes on at night. But I'm still sweating. My hair is damp, my body is damp, and I'm grateful. So also, before I start this venting and frustration, outlet, I need to say thank you, God. I'm glad that I'm old enough to be at this stage of my life to experience that. I do realize that it also could be worse. I know I've heard of stories of women who have been drenched in sweat and their sheets, and they have to change their clothing and change their sheets. Their hair is drenched. You can see water, the perspiration dripping from their face and their hair. That's not me, and I'm grateful for that. I have like these, I don't even, like it makes me think of like a furnace. It's just like, and the down is probably for however long, and then I'm cold, right? And then it comes back up, and then I'm hot. So all throughout the night, sheets off, sheets on, then I might need a little bit of cover. So, and then my partner here is sleeping in layers, because sometimes I have the fan on, and he's sleeping in layers of blankets, and he's sweating, and I feel bad while I'm laying here in the sheet. And again, not even pajamas really on, and I am burning up. And so, I had to Google, because that's our thing, to find out information. I wonder what the encyclopedias have for this back in the days. But anyway, I Googled it, and your body temperature as a woman, when you go through hot flashes, your body temperature does not change. Just the skin, the vessels, the blood that rushes to the vessels near the skin, that's what causes the heat. And we can go up a temperature between 5 and 7 degrees. That is significant. That is really significant. And not all women deal with this. Not all, most do. Not all women do. And again, I'm frustrated, and I vent, and I ask the men to be patient. But sometimes I get a little frustrated because, even more so, because men don't go through anything like this. Like I even Googled that. Like I Googled what men go through when they have less testosterone. So the reason that they say women go through menopause is because our reproduction, cycle is changing, and our what's those things? The estrogen hormonal estrogen levels are going down. They're starting to decrease, and we are not releasing that one egg a month. Okay, I don't know if I emphasize that enough out loud, but in my mind, I'm like one egg a month. We're going through all of this because one egg is not dropping anymore. And again, I know this is a process, but I just don't think it's fair because when I think about women and starting from a young woman when you first get your menstruation and the cramping and the discomfort and the bleeding, because that's what it is bleeding from the vagina. And we have to deal with that. We deal with that in our clothes, we deal with that in our beds, we deal with that in public, we deal with that privately. The pain that comes along with the clotting, like all the issues that come with having your menstruation. And this is for women who have children, who don't have children, who chose not to, who was unable to, women who lost children. This is all women, pretty much that has to go through this process. And when I looked up what men have to go through when their estrogen is low. Wait, so back that up. We go through the menstruation pains, we go through the childbirthing pains, and now we're going through this menopausal pain just because, and not so much pain for everybody, but just discomforts. And when I think about what the men go through, it's like, what are they going through? Like when they're like throughout life, being young men, adolescent to being young men and in the older age. Now in the older age when their testosterone is starting to deplete, get lower, they have, I think it was fatigue, a lower sex drive and irritability. Those are three things, number one. And those are three things that women deal with all the time. Like all the time. And again, men, please be patient, because I think even knowing this information, women may be looking at y'all even more differently and more irritable than normal, because it's like, what do you go through? I mean, I don't know. What do you go through physically? And again, I know it's natural, but it just doesn't seem. Now, I'm not questioning God. I'm not questioning the universe. I'm not questioning the way this is all going down. It's just that because the questioning is really not going to make a difference. But again, I am venting. I'm venting with the process that I'm going through. My body is going through, and again, I'm grateful that mine is just a little bit of heat and a little bit of damp. And that it's not a lot. It's funny too because I usually buy, so sometimes I'm into linen, right? So I like nice linen, but there's also times where you see super sales, and I usually see super sales on polyester. Right, so I have a polyester sheet set on the bed usually during the winter times because you want to be warm, and polyester is a fabric that does, create heat. And I thought, it always worked for me. But I didn't put two and two together as I'm putting on my polyester sheets during the winter while going through hot flashes, that this is not going to be a good match. And my hair, yeah, so you guys, y'all caught me like getting ready for the day, but I was just like, let me go on and talk about this here menopausal thing. But premenopausal or menopausal, I don't know where I'm at, but again, I'm grateful to be here. But my hair is natural still, and I get it blown out. So that's now a new concern at night with the sweating, to not, get my hair back to the curly, beautiful form that it's in, that is naturally in, and mess up my blowout. So that's why I would have the fan on. But again, I got somebody in the bed with me now. I can't just be that selfish. And even when I try to turn the fan on to me, primarily, he's burning up. So, yeah. And when I look around for, remedies, like natural remedies for this, there's really no remedies. But, it's nothing. You got to look. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you got to go out there and try to find something. And most of the things, they said don't drink, don't smoke, exercise. It's all the things that they say healthy people should do, like when you're fully healthy and you're active and all that good stuff. And it's like, yeah. And of course, weight is a component that they say can make it worse. And so speaking of weight, right, I had applied for some life insurance, kind of off the subject, but since we talked about fat, I applied for life insurance and they denied me, right? And they denied me because of my weight to height ratio. So I'm livid, right? When I get the denial, because it's all online, when you fill out the information, and they denied me. So I'm like, hold on. And then they give you the reason, which I appreciate. They give the reason instead of me having to call and go through stupid stuff with customer service and people not wanting to tell me the truth. But they denied me, like I said, because of my weight and my height. And I was like, oh no, this is discrimination, right? Hold please. Excuse me. So I'm like, this is discrimination. And I told them I called customer service and I was like, what's the reason for this? Like, what would give me approval? Like, you have to go to your doctor. That's what she said. You got to go to your doctor, and if your doctor approves, and I'm like, well, what my doctor got to say? Like, do I have to be within the BMI chart? Like, what is it? Now at this point, I know this young lady can't do nothing for me, right? So, but I'm like, give me a call back. Let me talk to a supervisor because I need an explanation as to why this is happening because I have never heard the audacity of a company telling me no because I'm too fat. America, America. Okay, so I finally get a call back from the supervisor yesterday, and she pretty much says that I do have to be within the BMI, that she believes that if I'm within the BMI chart, that I would be accepted. Because of my height and weight, even if I went to the doctor and they said there was nothing going on, that I had a clean bill of health and that there's no history of any issues in my family, that I would still be denied because I am outside of that BMI and I'm considered to be obese. And because of that, there are certain kind of preconceived diseases and illnesses that would come along with that. And for that reason, they are unable to provide me any kind of life insurance. And well, rather the life insurance that I have wanted. And again, I was like, this is wrong. I'm gonna, write somebody, and I was gonna be like running extra customers. Some people are out there. You may be one and just don't know it, but there are extra customers, and I was about to play that role. And I went to Google, and Google was saying that they do have a legal right to do that. They have the right to deny you because of your weight. And they give a couple of different options for obtaining life insurance, but I think it's pretty much when you go to a certain number, they I sound like Eddie Murphy. Sorry, they don't want to give you that money. Like, I think they're good with giving you 30,000, but they're not going to give you 80,000, kind of thing. The nerve. At the end of the day, we all have to go, but like, all right, whatever. So yeah, I brought that up because of the fat thing and the menopausal, the hot flash thing. But yeah, so back to the hot flashes. Please be please be mindful, people. Women, be mindful when you're going through this. If you can gain your control of your emotions and your frustrations with the hot and colds, and communicate that to your partner or anybody that's in your life that's dealing with you, especially at night. Mine happens at night mostly. I have a couple during the day, but it's on and popping at night. So yeah, everybody just communicate and be fair throughout this process. They said that it lasts between, I think, some people up to 11 years on average it lasts. Whew, okay, yeah, that's a long time. I'm not going to think like that. So hopefully mine's is shorter. Hopefully yours is shorter too. All right, so that's about it. I just wanted to talk about my hot flashes and the little bit of research that I did on Google. And that's it. And me being fat and the insurance company denying me life insurance. So, okay, if anybody has any remedies on natural remedies, I don't want to take any medication. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a natural process. We got to go through it. But if anybody has like any home remedies of getting through these hot flashes, please drop it down at the bottom here in the comments. I would totally appreciate it. If you got my contact information, hit me up in a text or a phone call and let me know. And until then, everybody, y'all be safe out here. There's some announcements that may be making a difference in our country. So just be safe, avoid certain contact if possible, and take care of yourself and your family in and outside of coronas. And until I get back again, you guys have a great day and peace.